Welcome back to this video. In this one, we'll see how two different VLANs can communicate. Not only that, there are two different VLANs, there are two different network as well. This is 1.0 network here. On the right side, we have 2.0 network. So our motive is to make 1.1 communicate with 2.1 and vice versa. So to do that, first of all, we would need to assign the IP addresses per the diagram, per the design. So let's do that. 192.168.1.1 default subnet masks. We will come back to the default mask later. Right now we will just leave that blank, but we will assign the default IP address later. So let's go to this one, 192.168.1.2, and again we'll assign this later. 192.168.2.1 is default. We'll assign that later. 192.168.2.2, then we'll give the default mask later. Default IP address. So these two ports are F01 and F02, and here we have F03 and F04. So to be able to communicate between one network and two network, we will need to rely on the router, the layer 3 device. Layer 2 will not work. So we will need to get one router over here. So let's bring this 4331 here and just put it right here. And we will need to connect two links for each VLANs. We have VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. So we will need to connect two links. So let's connect that. So we have G00 on this interface and F05 this interface. You know what? Let me actually connect that. Hold on, I want to connect manually, so I'm not going to use this one. I'll use this one, G00 to F010. I want to use F010 to go with the VLAN, same as VLAN. So F01 as F010 here, and then F020 for the next one, and obviously G001. So for VLAN 10 is G000 and VLAN 20 is G001. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 10 and 20, and here G000 and the right one G001. Now let's go to the switch, because we will need to create VLANs and assign the ports as well. So let's do that. Let's check the VLAN brief, show VLAN brief, and you can see there is nothing created yet. No VLAN 10, no VLAN 20, only the default ones are there. So we need to create VLAN 10, VLAN 20. Now we will need to assign F1, F2, and then this one F010 to VLAN 10. Okay, so interface range, exit, interface range F0122, F010, switch port mode access, switch port access VLAN 10. We are done. Now we will need to assign 3 and 4 as well as 20 for this line. Okay, 3 and 4 as well as 20. So interface range f03 to 4. um, then one more time, 3 to 4 comma f020 switch port mode access switch port access VLAN 20. Do show VLAN brief. As you can see, we have 10 and 20 created. So we have f0, 1, 2 and 10. We have moved to VLAN 10, and f03, 4 and 20 we have moved to VLAN 20. So we are done with the switch part. Now we need to configure this router here. Okay, so in the router, what we need to do is enable configure terminal. So we will need to uh, configure the default gateway. So we have interface G000 and G001. So we are going to give the G000 default address as one from the one network, right? So we'll do 192.168.1.100. So that will be the default gateway for these PCs, which we are going to configure just some moments later. But right now, let's interface G00 no shut IP address 192.168.1.100 255.255.255.0. Now let's go to the other one, interface G001 no shut IP address 192.168.2.100 255.255.255.0. Do show run. So 001.100. Okay, 001.2.100. Okay, so that's all we need to do on the router. Apart from that, we need to now go to these PCs and give the default gateway 192.168.1.100. Okay, now just copy that, quickly go here, IP configuration 1.100 and go here, IP configuration 2.100. okay, two dot 100. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll ping from 1.1 to 2.1, and it should ping because we have moved the, first of all we have created the VLANs 10 and 20, and we have moved the ports, these two, F01 and F02, as well as F010 moved to VLAN 10, and then F03, 4 and 20 to 20. And we have configured the default gateways for both 10 and 20. So G000 is for 10 and G001 is for 20. So it should ping. Now let's see, ping 192.168.2.1 to do the ARC request, and it should ping. Let's see, and as you can see, it's pinging. We are getting the reply from 2.1. So let's try this one. Ping 192.168.2.1, and we are getting the reply. Let's go here, do the same thing, ping 192.168.1.1. we are getting the reply. Ping 192.168.1.1, and we are getting the reply. So we have successfully completed this lab, where our motive was to communicate between one network and two network, and we have just completed that. So this is how you would configure VLANs, multiple VLANs. They don't have any logical connectivity. They didn't have any physical connectivity, but we have created the VLANs and assigned the ports. So now they have the logical connectivity, and with the use of router, we are able to make them communicate. We have to have the router to do this, otherwise this will not work. But the downside to this is too much configuration. In the real field, actually, we don't prefer this. We have a different method, a slightly better method that we'll see in the next video. Until then, you should know this, practice this. So thank you.